So cold that Lily had to put on not one, but 2 sweaters. I know.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We were gone a little bit longer than we thought we would be, but that is because Texas and a lot of the other states in the country, 76% of the country was hit with snow.
The final number. Louisiana took a beating. Oklahoma, they say, took a beating. Arkansas took a beating.
Oh, check him out. He's a Texan now. A beating.
Yep.
It's not a beating. It's a beating.
T-I-N.
They took a beating, y'all.
Relatively speaking, we made out very well, comparatively speaking, to the entire state. And I guess now we're just kind of catching our breath a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely was a historic kind of event for the state of Texas, especially. Our state was not prepared. We were actually not prepared either, I would say. I definitely underestimated the weather that was coming, even though I saw the forecast and I saw the temperatures that we were expected. It just was not registering in my brain what that meant. Whenever we've gotten snow here in San Antonio, it's like you get, you know, an inch of snow and it doesn't stick and it's just slushy and whatever. I wasn't comprehending we were going to get 5+ inches of snow that was going to stay on the ground for 3 days. No one kind of shared that part.
Premise of the video initially when we started shooting all of our footage was kind of going to be along the theme of, like most people when they see snow, lighthearted, happy-go-lucky, go outside, sled and build a snowman, all that fun stuff. And everything she just said about not seeing a snowstorm like that, that was going to kind of be the focus of what we were talking about today. There we go. Huh. All right, now it's cold. It's like 20 degrees out. I'm gonna go inside. I guess for the first day, maybe it kind of felt like that, right? Felt fun.
Day one was all right. Day one was all right.
Day one felt fun, I guess you could say. And we, I guess, got creative after you woke up because the idea of shoveling snow, that was new to you. That was foreign to you.
That was new.
Yeah, that was
I don't care to do it again. It actually wasn't too bad. We weren't prepared with shovels. We've only lived in this house for a year, okay? Yeah. So we don't have any shovels on hand. So we ended up having to improvise. So we just finished remodeling our kitchen not that long ago. So I had an extra kind of cabinet shelf and Casey thought it wasn't going to work though. That was the funny part.
No.
He was like, that is not going to work. You're going to hurt yourself. And then I went all the way up the driveway and he was like, not bad.
Look at it. Now we can get out and go to Hawaii.
What was the first thing you said we're doing?
We're gonna go to Puerto Rico.
I think talking about the unexpected, just not knowing that it was gonna last kind of that long. Again, one, wasn't thinking we would even get that much snow. Didn't think we'd get snow more than once. And so really thought this was going to be kind of a 1 day, maybe 2 day kind of thing, just with ice left on the roads, that sort of thing. And it ended up being kind of a lot longer. That first day, we were already experiencing power outages.
The rolling outages.
So going back to kind of Texas not being prepared, our, I guess, electric system, the grid was not ready.
Was it about 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off, give or take?
I don't think that fully clicked either, that it was going to impact, like we couldn't even turn on our stove when the electricity wasn't on. We have a gas stove, we don't have an electric stove, but it's still, the burners wouldn't turn on unless the electricity was on. You just really don't realize how many things that impacts. So it's like, oh, I'm up, hurry, make a cup of coffee. You know, you're like rushing to do things. It was probably day, 2 going into 3, where we were actually, it was Monday night. The reason I know is because we were trying to watch The Bachelor.
That's right, yes.
On my phone, because our cable, of course, was kind of off and on when it's resetting. So I said, oh, I have the app. I'll put it on my phone. Power goes out about 7:15 on that Monday. And I'm like, don't worry, it'll come back on in 15, 20 minutes. So we'll just sit here and wait. That wasn't what happened.
And it didn't come out, or it didn't come back. So we went the whole evening. And again, thankfully, we were able to keep our house relatively warm for most of the day. So we were much more fortunate than a lot of people who didn't have power at all at any point during that Monday.
Our house, when I checked the thermostat in the morning, I think was already down to like maybe 50, 52. It was like really low 50s. I think that was about the lowest we got.
Right.
It felt colder. I'll say that. It definitely felt colder. But for the most part, we were fortunate that it happened kind of overnight. So you're already under blankets, in bed, cuddling up, wearing layers.
Well, thankfully we did get power back that next morning at the end of hour 14, I guess you could say. And it was about 10 a.m., give or take, on Tuesday.
Yeah, like 10:30.
All right, so yeah, so like 10:30, and we were thinking that it's back, and we gotta go into, we're gonna be in the rolling outages. So we wake up and we're like she was saying, it was like boom, 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 boom. So let's get the stove on. Okay, sounds good, babe. All right, what do you want to make? Okay, we'll take a whole bunch of eggs, put on there. Cool. You got the coffee? Wait, take the car out. You do that. All right. We still have what? About 4 eggs left. What are we doing there? Oh, I don't know. Let's hard boil them. Okay, yeah. That's a good idea. Just full on panic mode to get by, only to have the power to come back entirely at that point. So that was chaos all for nothing. But then we learned that we poorly rationed out our food by cooking all of our eggs.
Well, and part of the reason why we're recording this now and we didn't record it like during everything that was happening was that we didn't have consistent power and we didn't know what was going to happen. So charging equipment and not only charging and doing those things, but we're trying to conserve energy. Like even when we have power on, for the best interest of everyone else, we're trying to conserve power. So you're still trying to keep your heater on low. You're still trying to keep lights off. So us kind of filming a video in the middle of everything going on would not have been, I guess, looking out for our community and looking out for everyone around us.
Another thing too, kind of the reason why we didn't post last week was that, relatively speaking, that was pretty much the last hurdle that we faced.
We were able to have water the entire time, which a lot of people were without water. I'm sure you've seen viral videos going around in Dallas and other areas where pipes are just bursting and things. So
it's bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. Really, really bad. And I don't know, it was just crazy. And so we really, like Casey said, we're trying to be sensitive to everyone because we knew how fortunate we were.
So hopefully you're watching this in the comfort of your own home or in the comfort of a much better situation than the less than desirable situations many Texans found themselves in. Hopefully you're caught up on rest and not have as much anxiety that you probably had over the past week. Got to give a thank you out to all the people, first responders, HEB workers, just doing God's work over there. And just overall, just good people looking out for the betterment of the community.
Well, we're going to go buy a shovel now. And what else did we say was on our list now?
Maybe a generator.
Maybe a generator.
If there's anything that good came out of this, you learned how to scrape snow off of a car in a little bit more efficient manner, right?
I think I just truly appreciate our Texas weather now, even more than I ever have before.
50 degrees never felt so good.
Yeah, literally. It was like, oh, it's a beautiful day. It's 50 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And that's because previously when it's 50, I'm like, it's freezing outside. Perspective. And if you are from Texas or any of the states that were impacted by this kind of snowstorm that hit, share your stories down below. We'd love to kind of interact and get to know you guys a little bit better. So make sure you leave a comment down below, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time.